Today we are going to be going over some of the safety checks on your equipment and trucks to keep equipment downtime to a minimum and maximize your profits.
So today we just want to go over some things to think about before you get in a truck, before we take off, before you get on any piece of equipment or anything, just things to look over and make sure they're ready to go. So first of all, we will be checking the oil once a week. Just every Monday, we're just gonna come over here, check the oil. So first of all, you put your hand in here and pull this lever and it'll let that one up, and then this third one, and then just lift it up, this bar, and then you're good. The dipstick's over there. And when you go to put this down, push that lever and get it coming. And then this one will clip in, and then push this one down, and it locks in place. And just make sure it's stuck on there, secure. This one locks. When you guys go to fill up gas, it's just a good idea to reset the trip, so then you'll know how many miles you've done on it. Because like on the other truck, the gauge is not reliable, so it's just a good habit to do. And every day before we get going, just walk around, make sure all the tires have air. Also look at this inside one too, because there's 2 tires back there. Let's check the other side too. If you ever need to get to the battery, it's right here under this cover. So if you ever need to use the air pump or anything, air compressor, you can always turn the lights on and check that the lights work. Just do that periodically. What? Yeah. Check all the lights work. Before we go anywhere, make sure our door is closed. Don't drive around with it open. And when we do go to open it, let's just open it slowly and gently. Don't just grab it and throw it up and it go flying around, because it'll eventually wear the spring out and then it won't have a nice, easy lift. All right, before we do anything with the mower, before we crank it, we check the oil, clean the air filter, and once a week we grease it. Check before you start. Also check the gas before you get going on the day. Fill it up with gas. Don't want to run out in the middle of the yard. And when you go to, anytime you go to use this, like, you don't even have to give a big check, but like from here I can see it's what height it's set on. Like anytime you walk up to it, just take a glance, make sure it's on the right height you want to cut it on. Also just make sure these are the hydro pumps back here. Just make sure there's not a bunch of big leak back there, or there'll be a big buildup of grass and stuff that sticks to it if there's a leak. Check the tires, make sure they have air. You don't want to be riding crooked and scalping a yard because you have no air in your tires. Also, when you're mowing, it's good to not have your music so loud that you can't hear anything in the world. So like if you hear any noise on the mower, like you can, when the blades are coming loose, you can kind of hear them twirling around. Or if the pulley is about to burn out, you can smell it and kind of hear it grinding. These right here are the pulleys. They just have a little bearing in them that eventually will burn up. It just gets really hot from spinning really fast. And so they'll usually start smoking a little bit. You'll smell something burning. That's usually what that is. It'll just lock up and won't spin freely. So if that happens, you know what that is. These mowers are made for cutting grass and leaves only. So if there's rocks in the grass, stop, throw them out the grass. If there's sticks, we don't want to be running that stuff over either, just grass. Should've got him a rag. And don't screw it on, just place it on. Let's do this away from that opening. Yeah. Just give it a little bang. Just give it a little tap on the. Yeah. That's what I said. Just give it a little tap on the ground and it'll knock out all that air, not all that dirt. When you go to take the brake off, don't just bang it real hard. Just take it nice and gently. And when you do go to grease, these are the grease points. There is one here. There is one in the tire, right here. There is one right here for the pulleys. And there's one on each side right here that need to take grease. Because lots of grass gets, okay. When you blow the mowers off, take these off also, because a lot of grass gets stuck under there. Blow off the mowers at the end of every day. You can blow them off at the end of the yard, it doesn't matter, but for sure at the end of every day. Good point. Yes, another good point. If the yard has a lot of weeds, blow it off before you go to the next yard. We don't want to track them to the next yard. If your mower's has a third little streak that's not mowing, that means your blade's probably loose and just needs to be tightened. And if it's not cutting well, you can always get your partner to lift up the deck and check the blades and make sure they're not, when they get worn out, they just have a curve on them instead of a flat blade, and just put some new ones on. Just anytime you walk in here and grab a piece of equipment, like you can see through this, like just give it a little shake. I can see that the gas is pretty low, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it up instead of just grabbing it, going to blow for 10 minutes and run out. It's like, and we fill it up with the 2.5 gallon, that's what we use. And it has mixed oil in it, because all this stuff uses mixed gas. If Make sure all this equipment on the wall is secured properly. That way it doesn't fall over.
That was a delayed laugh. I was like, no, now what? If I did it 50, it would be over.
Yeah. When we drive the mowers out, we lift the front of the deck so it doesn't scrape against the box truck ramp. Sure.